Hi, it's a Friday morning and our last day in the studio at the PICHULik atelier, and I thought I would just say a few words about the year. So yes, it's been one hell of a wild ride, and I just want to say a deep thank you to all of you who really supported us and purchased during lockdown with not knowing when you would receive your pieces or buying gift vouchers. I think it really showed this period around where you put your money, where you put your energy, where you put your effort is what you want to nurture and what you want to grow. Someone said to me the other day something so beautiful. They said, money and attention is essentially like blood, and it needs to go throughout the whole organism. So sometimes, a heart needs more blood, or a lung, or another part of the body. And I think this whole kind of COVID process has really shown that up. Is we've put our attention, our time, and our resources to places that we want to nurture and we want to thrive. And I think that kind of comes down to is, who do we see as our community? And community doesn't only mean people of the same kin as you, people of the same, family, lineage. It also means people that you navigate your daily experience with. Sometimes I do consider, I live in Kloof Street in town in an apartment, and when I wake up in the morning and I go downstairs and I engage with the guys who live on the streets, or the local barista where I buy my coffee, or, hello, the bell is ringing. Welcome to the atelier. Hello? Okay, so people are arriving in the studio. Lisa, do you mind getting that? So you're going to hear some voices coming in and saying hi. So yeah, so where do you put your energy? Where do you put your efforts? And what do you want to see nurture? And what do you define as your community? Is it a digital community? Is it the people that you navigate your daily space with? Is it your family? Is it your friends? Is it your colleagues? Is it your employees? Is where are we going to put our attention in 2021, and what do we want to see nurture? I think some of the most radical things after a lot of introspection that became clear to me as a designer, as a founder, and as a creative was the big question: why? Why do we do these things? Hi, Joyce. Why do we do these things? Why do I do jewelry? Why do we have a brand called PICHULik? Like, what is this all about? And I really distilled it to, hey Sarah, I really distilled it to 3 main points. And the first point is, and I've kind of spoken about it before, is jewelry provides the invitation for ritual and ceremony. And what does that mean? So, since the Neolithic period, you're talking 12,000 years, humanity and civilization has always done 2 things. They have built tools and they have made jewelry and ornamentation. The jewels were a way to connect to the stars, to something greater and grander and bigger than ourselves. And the tools were to ground us in the earth, on this planet and part of this living, 3-dimensional space. So jewelry, when you're placing it on yourself, those become moments where you can be incredibly intentional and considered and invite in the things that you want in your life and in your lived experience. So, I think about it like this bracelet, for example, is from my great-grandmother, and I got it on my 30th birthday from my mom. And, the kind of the mythology of my great-grandmother was she was a woman, a young Jewish woman in the early 1900s, and she really kind of did it her own way, carved her own path, and she was divorced in 1919, so you're talking someone who is 19 years old, and divorced already, living in the center of Johannesburg, and she started her own atelier. And my mom, when she was younger, would ask her the question, why, if I don't find a company to work in that I connect with, or if I don't find people that I resonate with, how do I navigate this world? And my great-grandmother said to her so wisely is, if you cannot find the world you want to live in, you need to create it. And whenever I wear this bracelet, it is always a reminder for me that, I'm carving out my own path, I have agency, and every single time I put it on, I think about that. So then, you see everyone's coming into the studio. Hello. Okay. You're getting a little bit of a inbound focus of the busyness train station that sometimes is our studio. Then the next point is around why jewelry, and jewelry has this magnificent capacity. Hello. Jewelry has this magnificent capacity to bring us into presence. And what do I mean by that is, like, so if you look at the two earrings I'm wearing, these are the garland hoops, and I've like doubled them up because I've got 2 holes. And what I love the most is the fact that sometimes they cling-a-ling together, or the way that sometimes, I remember my grandma having bracelets and they used to ching-a-ling-a-ling together. And I used to find that something really beautiful and something that like really connected me to the present moment. Jewelry sits in the most intimate parts of our bodies. It sits on our wrists, the napes of our necks, our earlobes. And these are really like sensitive, intimate parts of our body and of our space. And if we kind of use that as a way to connect to the present moment, so that every single time we hear a cling-a-ling or we feel the shift of a bracelet on our wrist, it grounds us in this present moment. And then I say, why jewelry? The third one is it connects us. Jewelry has been happening, as I've said, for so many thousands of years. And it's a beautiful common thread that connects continents, connects civilizations, connects lineages, and also collects matrilineal ancestral lines, so that, your mother will pass down a piece of jewelry to you, and then that will continue on to your child, and then that becomes like a beautiful network of connection across lineages. So, to summarize it, when we ask the question, why PICHULik, why jewelry? It's jewelry connects people, jewelry invites us to perform ritual and ceremony, and thirdly, jewelry creates presence. I just want to say a big thank you for a difficult but wonderful 2020, and I couldn't feel kind of more excited by where we're at as a company, as a team. Difficult, I know there's some difficult months ahead, but I think if we bring intention and presence and we really consider where we're putting our energy and our time and our attention, I think we can manifest and cultivate the lives that give us great fulfillment and meaning. So thank you very much, and have a beautiful, restful break. All the love from the very busy PICHULik Atelier in Sonnebloem. Bye.